Good evening, everyone. Today I will be reading off the will of Estelle Montgomery. It appears that all assets of the Montgomery family have been sent to the second-born grandchild, Bonnie Louise Montgomery.
In this tiny, sleepy town, a new heiress has just been declared. The youngest daughter of Montgomery family, Bonnie Montgomery, has just been left the entire family fortune from her newly deceased grandmother. Mystery shrouds the fact of why wasn't Allison, the older sister, given the fortune.
Allison, can you believe that Gram left all the money to me? I swear I thought she was going to leave it for you and I to share. It still makes my skin crawl to think that she was murdered and they haven't even got the murder yet. It's okay, Allison. I'm darn right sure they'll catch that scoundrel and we'll be just fine. Allison, are you listening? No! No, it can't be! It can't be! No!
Then shortly after the will reading, that night, tragedy struck in a blood fury.
So give it to me straight, kid. Bonnie Montgomery was killed by the exact same person as Estelle Montgomery, in the exact same house with the exact same weapon. And you can't even find any piece of evidence that leads us to the perp?
Sorry, Pete, but we just can't find anything. But we did get some suspects.
And who are they, exactly?
Well, the first, Allison Montgomery.
Allison, the sister?
Yeah. And the second, Scarlet LaRouge.
The ex-rum heiress?
And the third was a maid who was working in the house last night. Her name's Guinevere O'Leary.
Great. We got a sister, an ex-heiress, and a Patty. Just my luck. Alright. I'll talk to the sister. I'm gonna go pay her a visit. Alright.
Hello.
Afternoon, sweetheart. I'm looking for an Allison Montgomery.
Yes, I happen to be that young lady.
May I come in?
Sure, come inside.
Nice place you got here.
Yeah.
Alright, sweetheart. I need you to give it to me straight. Do you have any information that I might need, or the boys back at the station might need about your sister?
Oh, Mr. Detective,
You could call me Detective Campbell.
All right, Detective Campbell. Whatever you say. If I had to point fingers, it would be at Scarlett.
Les Rouge? I thought she was Bonnie's best friend.
She was Bonnie's best friend. But when the Prohibition hit her family, they lost their fortune and things between them grew hostile. Scarlett grew jealous of Bonnie's wealth. So jealous, it would definitely drive her to murder.
That's a nice story, Dollface. But if you want me to get you off the suspect list,
Suspect list? My word, in heaven's name, would I be on the suspect list? I would never harm a hair on my sister's head.
because you are her sister, and as I'm aware, also you're the last person to see her.
Well, if you must know, I was at the Pengrass Club with a male friend of mine. He and I were there from about 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. My cousin Trevor was working bar, so he knows that's where I was.
Male friend. Does this male friend have a name exactly?
Yes, he does. Simon LeBeau.
Huh. Right. So you and Mr. LeBeau were at the club being served by your cousin Trevor. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, detective. That's what happened.
Okay. So all I have to do is check your alibi. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time.
Anytime.
You have a good day.
Have a lovely day.
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Campbell. How are you?
Very fine. Thank you. Mind if I sit?
Of course. Would you like something to drink?
Sure. Why not?
Gwen Stefani, go fetch Mr. Campbell something to quench his thirst.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what exactly do you want?
I'm here to find a murderer, babe. You know why I'm here. So, why don't we, get down to business.
Of course, you wish for me to tell you who could have killed my best friend. And to tell you the truth, if I had to pick the culprit, it would be that shady maid that Bonnie hired a few weeks ago. Oh, what was her name? Gwen Stefani Oliki?
I think you mean Genevieve O'Leary.
Oh yes, that's her name. Now, you see, I've never trusted that maid ever since she set foot on Montgomery property. But Bonnie had to be a charity case for that good-for-nothing girl. Come now. See, she is from the poor class. Am I wrong, Mr. Campbell?
Well, baby, I don't understand how some underclass girl could get some rich girl and murder her right away out just like that. Especially when she doesn't get anything out of it. And from my sources, I hear you were somewhat jealous of this girl.
Me jealous? Excuse me, Mr. Campbell, but if I were to be jealous of a single soul, especially Bonnie, in fact, I was the first to congratulate her on her inheritance.
Well, then if that's true, then where were you the night that Bonnie was killed?
I'm so happy you asked. I was at the world-renowned boutique of Laurent, Yorkiv, purchasing my new dress for my annual yacht party. My daddy bought the whole dock for the party.
Interesting. But what time were you at the boutique, ma'am?
I was there from 7 p.m. to about 9 p.m. Or was it 9:30?
All right, Miss Scarlett, that's all I have to ask. I will be on my way now. Thanks so much for all your time.
Goodbye, Mr. Campbell.
I'm taking this.
wonder if this was actually a good idea to have the interrogation at HQ. From the information I've heard, this dame and her whole family, they sound very, what's the word? Oh yeah, violent. Anywho, she should be here any minute now.
It's open.
Whatever, cop. Can I explain to you why I'm here?
Would you like to sit down first, ma'am?
What did you just call me? Ma'am? Do I look like a walking prune to you?
Fine, don't sit down then, you dumb broad. I made you come here to talk about...
That sounded better, you swine. And if you're gonna ask me if my little brother's the one that are breaking Mr. Jenkins' windows, I'm telling you it's not, okay? It's the little McNulty boys that are doing it.
Will you shut your damn mouth, you shamrock creep? And listen to me, alright? This isn't about your law-breaking family, or all I need to know is what happened to Bonnie.
Bonnie Montgomery? Yeah, I know what happened to her. She got shot. You, of all people, cops, should know what happened.
I mean, yes, I do know that. I mean, who killed her?
Who killed her? I don't know. I was only there like 2 weeks.
Well, from my sources, it says you were at the Montgomery's house when the murder occurred, and you were seen running away from the scene.
Well, yeah, Miss Montgomery asked me to stay at around 6 o'clock to make food for that yacht party for the crazy LaRue chick that lives next door. So I stayed. She signs my paychecks. And I was seen running out of the house about 7:45 because a gun was shot, you twit. Anybody would run.
Don't call me a twit. All I'm asking is you know exactly who shot, or you were there when the murder occurred. So just answer the goddamn question.
I was in the kitchen on the ground floor. Miss Montgomery was in the study upstairs. So it's impossible for me to have shot her and then run out of the house right after. But you're kind of right. I do know that there were 2 people in the house when the murder happened. They called each other Allie and Cy. But I didn't see what they looked like. That's all I got. That's it. I'll catch you later, cop.
Hey, where you going? I'm not done with you yet.
I gotta go to that crazy LaRue chick's house and finish making her stupid yacht party food. Catch you later.
Hey there, officer. How's it going?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Good. You want to grab a seat?
Sure, right?
Yep, that's me.
One second. Look, Trev. I'm wondering about your cousin.
Allison.
Allison, yeah. Was she here yesterday around 7 8 with some guy named LeBeau?
Yeah, Allison was here that night, about that time slot. That Simon guy was new though. I've never seen him around here. Or maybe it was just the way he wore his hat. I'm not quite sure. I couldn't see his face well, but that was his name, Simon.
Alright then. Thank you so much for your time, Trev.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Welcome, monsieur. What can I do for you?
You can help me out, Yorkov, by answering a couple of my questions.
Should we go to my office?
Sounds great. Listen, Yurka. I want you to tell me if Miss Scarlet Le Rouge was here on about May 7th at 7 p.m. to about 9:30.
My favorite customer was indeed here that evening. She is looking for a new boating dress for her yacht party.
Do you happen to have a receipt for that?
Here's the purchase.
All right then. Okay. Now, can you please tell me one thing? What were you and Miss Le Rouge doing here after hours exactly?
Well, she was here after hours because that's the only time we can privately discuss new fashions and bargain prices and so on without people eavesdropping on us.
Sounds like a good alibi there. But can you tell me why is it that you're having this deal after hours? It seems a little conniving to keep this from your customers, don't you think?
Well, I don't think that this is your play to say, sir. And if that is it, I believe you should be going now.
All right then. Thank you, Yurka. Hello? Keith. What? Wait, slow down. Here, hang on. What do you mean she's dead? What do you mean you found her body? All right, I'll be there. I'll be there right as fast as I can. All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Mr. Yoker, for your time. I'll be going now. Keith! What happened here?
Scarlett's dead. She got shot just like the Montgomery woman, and we still have no idea who did it. And the maid, she was seen leaving the house again. But this time, we have no idea where she ran off to.
Darn it! I could have stopped this. I could have saved her. Last night I knew where she was going.
It's okay, Detective. We're gonna find Guinevere, and we're gonna put her away in the big house.
Detective Campbell!
Ron, what are you doing here?
I have news. We found Guinevere O'Leary, but there's a problem.
What could it possibly be?
We found her body in an alley, and she suffered the same shot wounds as Bonnie Montgomery did.
Wait, how does that even make any sense? She was the only one without an alibi.
I don't know.
God.
Well, it looks like we've hit a dead end. We can't solve this murder. Or should I say murders?
I guess you're right. Looks like we gotta put this case up on the shelf. God, how could this happen?
Putting this file away is a sign of how big of a failure I am. With the shame hanging over my head, I can't keep wearing this badge. I guess it's the end of Detective Pete Campbell. I need a drink. Pengrass, here I come.
Why, hello there, Simon. I was wondering when you were going to stop playing Mr. Detective and come back to me. So are you ready? Our train leaves in 30 minutes.
I don't know any detective thing that you're talking about, babe. But yeah. Let's go.